Hello, it's Inish Cry. Welcome back to another episode of XCOM, the Bureau. Declassified, and see. Photos. I think I've seen these all before, my pride and joy. Yep. Anything new?
Make it quick.
Nope.
That's all for now.
Thank you, sir. And keep up the good work.
I will.
Incident. Yep, we already read that. This is the info on Rosemont. Let's see, you? Is info screening, and what sound does the dog make?
Looking for a few hands?
I'll leave it
If
to
you
you.
get any insights,
Will do.
Agent Weaver's no longer there. Oh, a entirely new section of the base has opened up. I can go to the men's.
You believe it's been a month and a half? How you holding up?
Better than I would have thought. It's hard work, but we're seeing some results.
They might just have a chance.
Yep. What's this? I know we're all dealing with a lot right now, from weeks living underground to the threat of extinction of the human race, but if I find the person who keeps drinking my personal store of Thunder Cola, I will turn you in as an infiltrator and see you in front of a firing squad. Go ahead and test me, Edmund. And nothing there. Oh. That leads here.
His eyes are black. Just solid black.
Are you serious? Why? What's wrong with them?
I don't know, but they keep saying the same thing over and over.
What the hell?
Attention all personnel. Outsider interference continues to scramble long-range communication efforts. Field teams report
The engineering area is now opened up.
in major cities. End report.
I'm sure Falk has the lab coats finding some way to track him down.
Wasn't the spy invisible? How are they gonna know if there's another one around watching them?
Damn, you're right.
Can't go in there. Anything in here? Nope. Wow, what are they making?
Carter, join me.
Ah.
I don't like it when my agents go off the rails, Carter. Never ignore my orders again. You're lucky things turned out as well as they did with Dr. Weir's rescue. I'll overlook it this time. I understand the situation is getting to you.
Weaver tell you that? Or you just figured it out on your own?
I need to know I can trust you, Carter. I took a big risk including you in this operation, and I'm about to take another.
You need to trust me.
In case you forgot, I was the one who caught the infiltrator.
I'm well aware, and you're going to help us interrogate the captive. But we absolutely cannot afford another breach, especially not now. We can't afford to let any of our information become public.
About the interrogation.
I've been wanting to have a talk with that infiltrator.
There's a lot we can learn from him, but right now, there's one piece of info that could help us end the war.
What's that?
Where to strike.
Ah.
Impressive. But can it win the war?
It can give us a fighting chance.
What do we know about the spy?
What do we know about the infiltrator?
We've been running a barrage of tests on him. Preliminary interrogation, medical checks. The boys in the lab even took a look at the devices implanted in him.
Find anything useful?
We don't even know his name, or if his kind even have names. But we have reason to believe he'll be more responsive now.
What happened? Lock him in solitary for a couple weeks?
You might be closer than you think. In a recent examination, our surgeons removed this from his head. We think it's some kind of communication device.
He was bugged?
We're not sure. Weir thinks it was his connection to Mosaic.
That's their communication network.
According to Dr. Weir, yes. Whatever it is, ever since we removed this thing, the infiltrator's been less aggressive, more morose.
Interesting.
What do we know about the target?
How do we know we can take them out in one strike?
Weir's been studying their transmissions, and he believes they're coming from a single source.
That's this mosaic thing they talk about?
Yes. The doctor says his measurements prove that it's some sort of central command, possibly even a single being. And if our tests are correct, it is indeed more than just some sort of radio network.
How so?
After studying the infiltrator's implants and physiology, we believe it connects directly to the minds of the outsiders.
So if we take out Mosaic's core, we shut down every outsider on this planet.
That's the idea. But we need to know more.
What's that ship capable of?
That's an impressive flying saucer you've built.
Actually, the Air Force was already toying with a prototype like this. Our German associate just made a few modifications, including everything we could steal from the outsiders.
How does it handle?
When it's finished, it'll be faster and more maneuverable than anything in the skies.
Can it get through those Venn gates of theirs?
That's what we need you to find out.
I'm ready.
I'll see what I can get out of the infiltrator.
Good. We've got him in a containment center in the lab, built especially for him.
Got his own luxury suite, huh? That ought to soften him up.
Don't count on it.
How gentle do I need to be?
Just be careful. He's the only captive we have.
Okay. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. This little piece they took out. What are these? Engines, I'm guessing?
It was an experimental project in the Air Force. The alien technology just helps it work better.
But there's no way something like that should fly. It's impossible.
It's time to change our definition of impossible.
That's true. Oh, more tapes.
Move in any direction? Like a helicopter?
Yes, if a helicopter was twice as durable, 5 times faster, and could fly through a vacuum.
Ah, that makes quite a difference.
Yeah.
Shut it down! Shut it down before it blows! No, wait! We need to test the thresholds! Yes, we really should see when it explodes! Are you two crazy? Shut it down! Did you see that lift? Wunderbar! Never before have I seen its equal. Sure, if you don't mind your crew splattered all over the walls. Of course, of course. But that is why we do this radio-controlled test beforehand, yeah? There's no way you're getting me in one of those flying saucers until you work out the eject system. Nonsense. If we are careful and precise in our work, we will have no need of ejection systems. We might not need one. But I'm the one who's going to be piloting that thing. I still don't understand why you don't want us to design weaponry for this new craft. Yes, we have a very promising prototype. No, 9.
Huh? No, armaments for it? That's weird. Deliver immediately and file in a secure envelope. Too many rumors of a Project Avenger have been leaking out. I know the team needs to know that we have a possible way of striking back at the enemy, but I can't afford to risk this knowledge reaching an infiltrator. Project Avenger. Guess it's not this way.
How long before it's up and flying?
First man test flights in a few days.
Nice.
And? I wouldn't want to be Barnes.
Don't you have faith in your calculations?
Sure, but maybe not in yours.
No. He's probably in the lab, I'm guessing then.
Attention all personnel.
Serious. They're down here, locked up for interrogation. The one place we know is safe, just when we've got everything operational. They got break for the name editor.
Well, to be fair, if they're going to interrogate one of them, where else could they go?
Attention all personnel. We have multiple reports coming in of a widespread outsider assault across the Champagne. A word with damage is unknown, believed to be severe. Give him a shot shortly, William, as it becomes available. End report.
What's this stuff? Enemy infiltrated. Subject is to receive double guard at all times, and visitors are not authorized with director level permission, and even then only under strict observation. Though subject has not demonstrated an ability to cloak since its surgery, subject is still considered a high escape risk. Similarly, despite marked decrease in aggression since surgery, subject is considered extremely dangerous. Although the infiltrator is technically considered a prisoner of war, the outsiders are not a known signatory of the Geneva Convention. As such, standard POW protections are not extended to it. Oh, another one. Weighing over a quarter ton, these walking tanks are either the product of extreme physical mutation or countless generations of eugenic breeding. Dubbed mutons, these devastating enemies are heavily armored and equipped with scatter lasers. Agents are advised to keep their distance focused fire on a single target to penetrate the creature's defenses. Mutons' impressive physiology is further augmented by an array of implants. These do not include the same neural relays found in outsiders. With neither the hierarchical communications to the outsiders nor the coercive mission of the sectors, it appears mutants are engaged as mercenaries in enemy's forces. But without an understanding of their payment or motivation, humanity has little chance of being able to employ these powerful forces to sway their loyalty. Or sway their loyalty. I guess that's the way I have to go, but can I go this way? Yes, I can. Could go that way.
Calm yourself, Doctor. Irrationality will not help us identify enemy infiltrators.
Calm while you perform tests on men, like livestock.
These tests serve to protect them, and after all, they are all volunteers.
Maybe, but we're still not certain of what side effects.
Ah, William, welcome to our newly refitted laboratory. I'm certain that Dr. Veer would love to give you a tour of the facilities. Yeah, Herr Doctor?
Yes, of course. I'll just leave Heinrich to his tests.
Okay.
Down here is what we call the workshop. It's where we test the new equipment and applications. It's all quite experimental, so don't use anything here until it's been cleared for the field.
And over here, what do we have?
Here we go. As you see, we have the automated turret deployed, but it cannot draw a line of sight on any targets. You can lift a target out from behind its cover to get a clear shot. But if you face many targets, it might be a better option to lift your turret instead. Go ahead and try.
Okay.
The engineers are especially proud of the gyroscopic stabilization that makes that possible. It'd be a shame not to put it to use in the field.
Is that all?
The boys in the lab just wanted to make sure you knew all your options in the field. Never know when it'll come in handy.
True. That might be an idea.
As you may have guessed from the glow, this is where we store element 115, or Illyrium. Understanding it is vital to our ability to adapt and adopt outsider technology. But so far our results have been mixed, at best. But I'm sure you didn't come here just for a guided tour. I'll leave you to your duties, William.
Okay, let's talk to him.
Agent Carter, I fear I haven't properly expressed my gratitude for the rescue you provided me.
Happy to do it.
Just happy to have a man like you on board. We need all the help we can get.
Appreciate it, Carter. I hope I live up to your expectations.
Wish you could have rescued more.
Shame we couldn't rescue more survivors from Rosemont.
Yes, of course. At the very least, it would be a tremendous help to have Lawrence here.
He was an outsider, Doctor.
That didn't keep him from being an excellent lab assistant. And a friend.
Tell me about Lawrence.
Did you know that your assistant was one of them?
Yes, well, believe it or not, I'm as shocked as you. More so, I dare say. He was so dedicated, so curious. But that's no excuse. I mean, how could I have been such a fool?
You're lying. I'm supposed to believe you worked side by side with an enemy operative and never had any idea. And they call you a genius.
Believe what you will, Agent, I was fooled. And by someone I came to care quite deeply about. I don't expect you to fathom the intricacies of human emotion, but I don't care for your insinuations. I am as much a patriot as any enlisted man.
They didn't hire me for my sensitivity, Doc. Sorry if my heart doesn't go out for a traitorous alien.
The question is, traitorous to whom? He provided us with invaluable information.
What is Mosaic?
Your assistant mentioned something called Mosaic. Said you were the key to it. Seemed to have something to do with the measurements you were taking. Any idea what he meant by that?
I don't know much about it at all, other than it controls the Ven gates connecting our worlds. And it also seems to exact some degree of influence over the denizens of that world. As to why Lawrence regarded me as the key to it remains a mystery.
But what is it? Is it a thing? Or a person? What is it?
I wish I knew, Agent. It could be any number of things. A natural force, a psychological disorder. One thing is certain, however. It does seem to be accessible via physical technology.
What do you know about the Sleepwalkers?
The people we saw back there. The stuck ones. The ones who can't stop doing the same thing over and over. What's the skinny on them? Are they us? Or are they them?
To be honest, I haven't the foggiest. I can say it was horrifying to witness. My students, one by one, falling victim to the condition.
How does it operate? Why does it only take some people?
A mystery as yet, but one I aim to get to the bottom of. I did notice trends. More students than professors, more whites than blacks. Nothing I can yet identify as the source.
Expertise.
Before I go, tell me, why are you so valuable? Falk seems to think we can't win this thing without you.
I suppose he regards the work I've been doing with ARPA as essential. I've been tracking audio signals gathered via telemetry. I shot my findings around the scientific community for months.
Anything concrete?
Only subtle results, but Myron, Director Falk, recognized their import. I thought it was merely a curious anomaly, but he felt it was a warning. Guess now we know who was right.
Yep. Okay, who else can we talk? Notes. While not a living alien species, the sectopod possesses a new danger. Standing 20 feet tall, this heavily armored fighting robot is equipped with heavy weapons atop multiple all-terrain legs that can be used as impromptu melee weapons. Sectopods are controlled by a living sectoid encased and sustained within the armor. These pilots are unable to leave the sectopod. In many cases, their containment tanks are welded shut and may actually be a carefully bred subspecies developed solely for this purpose. Yep. The pilot's loyalty would have to be unquestionable, and while they do not wear the slave colors of their brethren, they bear significantly more intrusive neural implants. Here we go. Tapes.
Lawrence, have you seen these latest findings? Just a moment, Alan. I'm finishing a minor change to your calculations. Oh, to hell with... Bloody hell. That's brilliant. Oh, I don't know about all that. It's just a minor change. You would have done it yourself. In time. Maybe, but you're the one who did it today. If I'm not careful, you'll be replacing me as head of this project. And take away your prized work? Anyway, what was it you wanted to show me? What? Oh, it's these new transmissions that we've been receiving. Dr. Rossi believes they may be extraterrestrial in origin. Take a look. Extraterrestrial transmissions? You don't say. Think of it. Intelligent life on other worlds. A culture more advanced than ours, reaching across the void to welcome us to the Brotherhood of the Stars. Alan, you're making some rather dangerous assumptions. Oh, I know it could be nothing. Some Soviet trick, perhaps. But think, Lawrence. If it really is from another planet, why, someday our Vengate project could bridge our worlds. Yes, I suppose that could be possible. Why, this could be the start of a new chapter in human history. Yes, I'm afraid so.
Seemed like such a nice guy. Well, he might still be alive, I hope. What are they doing here?
Graviton nullifier ready.
Carter, we could use an agent's opinion on the graviton nullification. Could you press that button?
Okay.
Oh, get me down!
Looks like it works on biological subjects. Let's switch that to a gradual reintroduction of normal gravity.
So, agents are using this to immobilize targets in the field?
Among other things, it's been a big help in construction, too.
Seems like it'd be a revolution for aircraft, too.
Oh, you haven't heard about the other project, have you?
What are you talking about?
Nothing, never mind.
Yeah, that's not leaving me curious at all. Oh. The gunship we face was only one of a countless number of the Outsiders' multi-purpose assault ships, but it has provided us with an excellent array of technological materials for study. The combined thrust, gravity, propulsion system, Illyrian transfer power source, and assorted environmental control systems should be especially useful if we are to take the fight to the enemy. More generally, we find that while the enemy gunships are very sturdily built for war, they also bear evidence of extended heavy usage with only minimal repairs. In some cases, unnecessary systems, luxury and entertainment suites, have been cannibalized for use in more pressing repairs, weapons, and propulsion, suggesting that the Outsiders have been running low on supplies in the course of their extended conquests. This may explain the urgency of their attack on Earth. Huh. Oh, I see something. Autopsy report, Outsider Commander. Leaders of the Outsider forces, the commanders exhibit the same physique of the other Outsiders but have a significant more complicated neural implants, as well as much more advanced equipment. Personnel shielding is common and many other tactical abilities may be available to these dangerous enemies. Agents are advised to make commanders the top priority in any engagement. Commanders do not exhibit the same poor living conditions of their subordinate grunts. Nutrition is plentiful, physical trauma is minimal, and many commanders carry personal effects into battle. These often appear to be devotional items, perhaps involved in religious ceremonies centered around their origin. The precise details of this origin are still being examined by Dr. Rio, but is believed to be the communication network utilized by the Outsiders' neural implants. Mosaic. Can't go in here. Nope. Nope. I'm telling you, this thing is going to be every agent's best friend. I hope so.
Whoa, whoa! Oh, get me down!
Good point. Note to self. Find a way to make this thing work. This thing walk. Oh, they want to make the turret walk. Where was the doctor? I know I feel like I should be talking to him. No, he's disappeared. Maybe off to here? Oh.
Infiltrators right inside, Agent Carter. If you need anything, just ask.
Here we go, more tapes.
I think I would like that, Mr. Falk. I think I would like that very much. You are Dr. Heinrich Dresner, correct? Yeah, Mr. Falk. And do you understand why I am interviewing you today? Officially or unofficially? None of this will be in the final records of your immigration. Officially, our commitments at Yalta mean we must turn you away. And yet, here we both are. Yes, well, we can't risk losing a mind like yours to the Soviets, now can we? You need not worry about that, sir. There is a reason I surrendered to your soldiers, or not to Stalin's. What reason is that? I do not like their cold winters. Very funny. Regardless, we need to talk about your past affiliations. What is there to say? What was done was terrible, wasteful, inhuman. I have regrets, but I had no part in that. No way to prevent it. You could have left. At that time, I did have a family to support. Also, I feared my once great nation would turn to the Communist Party. So you supported the alternative? Only at first. By the time I saw what they truly were, it was too late to escape. I'm a scientist, Mr. Falk. I understand physics, fluid dynamics, chemical reactions. But I cannot see the future. I cannot predict the horrors of my fellow man. We can't offer you atonement, Doctor. But we can offer you a chance to use your skills to help people.
I think I like the doctor.
What did you want to talk about?
Yes, we've had a bit of a mishap, William.
Ah, great.
As you know, our most pressing goal is to develop a test to determine the humanity of our personnel, if you will. We've had a breakthrough, discovering a signal which causes the Zilicoids to become quite agitated. But as you can see...
Your test subjects escaped?
Indeed. Perhaps the signal agitated them a bit too much.
Why haven't we been put on alert?
With our current tension, can you imagine how people would panic? I'd rather we keep this little incident between ourselves, William.
What exactly do you need me to do?
The Zilicoids are likely to be hiding in the ventilation or other subsystems. Their distinctive trail should make it easy for you to track them and destroy them. Good hunting.
Okay.